So a very simple question: why you are here?
Well, I've had a lifelong passion for expos since the first one I went to when I was 15 years old in 1982. And it's just a medium that I think is very valuable and interesting and evolves over time. And I think it's important to the people involved, and it's important, especially to young people, to sort of broaden their perspectives on the world.
But you are here for a special project.
Yes, for today, why I'm here today as opposed to this year, is to put together an archive of material. There, my colleague helps me out here. So we're putting together an archive of material that has all the various items from Expo 2015, so that it'll be put into an archive so that future students and scholars and enthusiasts can sort of understand what happened in Milan in 2015. And it'll help for like future anniversaries, 25th anniversary, 50th anniversary, and then what we're focused on specifically is the 100th anniversary.
But the archive remain here in Milan, or?
No, there's actually a collection of what we call in the U.S. World's Fair as an archive at University of California in Fresno. Okay. And what we're doing is they already have material from 1851 up till 2012. So we're now going to be adding on to their archive with material from 2015.
So if I will give you a coin or a pen, I will leave my sign in history.
Exactly. And it's not just the item itself, but it's also the story behind it. So what we're collecting is not just the items, but also we're asking people to fill out a card, which tells sort of something about the provenance of the item, where the item came from, but also maybe something like a personal story about how they ended up with the item, or the person who, a conversation they might have had with the person who sold them the item, or something that's very personal. And what we're asking people is to imagine them explaining the item and talking about the item to someone 100 years in the future.
Like a time travel.
Exactly. Because we can't travel back in time, but we are traveling back forward in time, whether we like it or not. So we have the opportunity to explain to people in the year 2115 about what happened in Milan here in 2015.
So do you have also a website for our viewer to?
Yes, it's Expo 2015 plus100.org. So it's PLUS1 and then 100.org. And then there's information about that. And the project might seem very far-fetched, and it's like you're talking about 100 years in the future, but where I live in San Francisco, which isn't far from Fresno, we're currently celebrating the 100th anniversary of 1915. So it's like I'm seeing in firsthand how people in San Francisco are celebrating 1915. People are dressing up in 1915 costumes, or lectures and books and museum exhibits, and they're even decorating buildings to look like it's 1915. So we can sort of see the past 100 years ago and go, well, we're now preparing for the future.
But the people who want to participate in this project have to come here in Milan, or they have to, collect the things and go in California and give you...
We're actually collecting the items here on the Expo site, and for the general public, we're going to be at Casa Corriere, which is the pavilion for the Corriere della Sera. Sorry, my Italian is horrible. And then we're going to be collecting them the evening of the 10th, July 10th. So we're inviting the general public to contribute. And we've already had people in the staff in the pavilions and volunteers give items and talk about the items. But this will be the opportunity for the general public to be involved as well.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks.